welcome back to I've Got Next. I'm here as always with Smeef Erickson,
How's it going?
and we're back in control. It feels like it's been a little while.
I don't think I've ever regained control.
Hey, just to catch everybody up on a brief kind of story update, we are headed down to Black Rock Processing to get the special material needed to make some more defensive items against the hiss.
All right, so is it like a? Does this come out to be like a silica-based thing?
It kind of is like, or like a ferro fluid. It's, and then if
Okay.
you notice that guy on his chest, he's wearing the little dinner plate. That is what they mold them into, and it somehow protects them from being mind controlled.
Hmm.
Do a little upgrade, get some more health here.
I'm having to stop myself from making a Flavor Flav reference every time I see it.
I say go for it. Live your life.
Pope wants us to compile all of Darwin's.
It's funny
But,
though that everybody's in your uniform and she's on, she's on casual Thursdays.
Hey man, it's good to be the boss.
I suppose so.
I also like that as you play the game, this kind of fills up, and there are more military people hanging around. I have to remember where to go, but if you notice that guy, the military guy in the background near the table there, is holding like a World War II trench weapon.
Because it is not iconic.
Yeah, and I like the level of just additional stuff they've added here to this game to kind of just build the world.
I do. I also kind of like that there's a bit of Egyptology added into it. I don't know if that was their intention or not, but all those little places where you go to, drop the base, has like an inverse pyramid over it, which, supposedly the design of the pyramids was to help them. It had something to do with the ascension, I guess.
I don't know. My Egyptology section of my education is
Marshall
severely
knows
lacking.
Something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right?
Oh, samesies.
HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan.
Oh noes.
Oh, a hooded figure.
Like you do with
You get a little random encounters keep building up here. I do like that you can pretty much run past these. Nobody's forcing you to hang out, and they won't chase you too far. Just listen to the samba.
I'm feeling it.
I'm disappointed by this room that does not contain lore, just an item.
Yeah, I was trying to get a good eye on the motivational posters. Those are always fun.
Well, while we're over here, might as well check on our janitor friend and see if he has any missions for us.
Respects his elders, makes good coffee.
I love Adi. It's just the best character.
It's kind of funny. Anytime you run into him, he's not actually janitoring. I think he's just keeping up appearances. Like, he's showing that he's doing his job by holding him up. Oh,
Yeah, he's working smarter, not harder.
I also wonder what he's bebopping to.
You can kind of hear it in the cutscenes with him, and if you go past any of the janitor carts in the game, you hear his songs playing. Like every janitor cart has a radio, and they're all linked.
Oh, cool.
I think here's where I'm just like, yeah, I could stay and fight these guys, or I'll just throw a rock and keep moving. That'll show you.
Scare him off.
Black rock. Not a massive game by any stretch of the imagination. It's like 5 floors, and each one has a fixed map.
Yeah, I mean, it still feels. I think because they keep it visually interesting, it feels bigger.
I also think that, like, I still find myself getting lost sometimes.
Just go ahead and knock
But,
that shit over. It's not like it's yours.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm the
I'm
boss.
very. Yeah, of course. I'm very poor with the directions. I would actually get lost inside of a building.
Shit. What now?
Yeah, but we're gonna do a little side mission here and go fight the clog for Ati.
A big pair of wooden shoes.
He is very
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess those could be.
We got him caught with his
I don't know. Those. Everyone knows Everyone knows about those. Those things might be haunted.
There you go. Really hurt if it, like, you throw it at somebody. But deep down in the bowels of the pipes, the clog has returned. Adi's age-old nemesis.
Who loses that much hair when they shower?
We actually saw the clog briefly in a previous video. Basically, we're trying to get these pipes going and get them running, so you'll see our... oh, God.
A little bit of a tangent, but just for some reason, the way we're speaking about the clog, I can't. For some reason, it just popped into my head. Carrie Elways in Big Fat Liar, when he pulls out his version of the claw.
The Jim Carrey movie. Ouch.
Yeah.
There goes all my health.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey movie, and Carrie Elways. You know, Jim Carrey with his son, he does the whole claw thing, and then Carrie Elways' character tries it, and he's like, "It's the claw. It's gonna get you."
It was Liar Liar.
Oh,
Because
Big Fat Liar
Big
was
Fat-
Paul Giamatti.
HRAs first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan.
I'm gonna be honest, I
Jeez.
don't think I've seen Big Fat Liar.
Oh, it was very, very controversial. He put on
What'd you
blueface.
do with me?
Oh my. Well, I'm glad his career recovered.
No lie, Giamatti is probably one of my favorite actors.
That's super fair.
I
think
like him
he's
in
pretty great.
Yeah, I don't think there's a movie. Ooh, okay. I didn't dislike the movie because he was in it. I just disliked the movie as a whole, and that was Lady in the Water.
There was the Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. Like Shyamalan, he's had some bangers, but that wasn't one of them.
I don't think I saw that one. It was like fairy tale based, right?
It tried to be. Basically, everybody lived in like a hotel complex, and they all. I don't even want to describe it. It makes me angry. I spent money to go see that in theaters.
I went and saw The Happening in theaters, and that was not a lot of fun.
Oh, good old Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. It had Zoe Deschanel in it as well, yeah.
Yep. And John Leguizamo. And if you're a Clerks fan, it had Brian O'Halloran for one.
It only showed the back of his head.
Oh no, it got the side of him.
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
Yeah, that I guess because I was a Clerks fan, I felt that was unjust.
Just a little bit of combat here, but once you get rid of the, let's call them like the elite enemies, the tornado of material flying around them, or there you can hear a little bit of his music playing. But once you kind of clear
Hello
out
again,
those,
Mr. Clog.
then the rest of the guys fall
You've
pretty
really
easy.
let yourself go.
Did he just
Oh,
call
there's the
Mr.
poop.
Clog? He called Mr. Clog a fatty.
Yeah. The body shamer. Weird electronic music in the background. In what? Oh.
Was that a short circuit reference?
Yes, yes it was.
Eh.
Now we get to learn a little bit about the water cooler.
You stand around it and talk about the weather.
Encourages dialogue. Ooh. Hey,
Well,
telekinesis works through doors.
Nice.
I don't think you're supposed to solve it.
That's funny. No, it's like you plugged in the battery and the door slapped you in the face.
Yeah, there is an easily climbable ledge to the left that you're supposed to go over. Hey, poop monster, how you doing? Just a nice little bit of closet space. Don't
Those are some-
telekinesis and climb.
Those are some durable batteries.
You know what? Sometimes when we're in the field and we have like equipment that has to survive just sitting out there, I'm like, yeah, I could believe this would survive being tossed around.
I just like to imagine though that they added a mechanic to where it's like a lithium battery, and if you pierce it, it just turns into a giant napalm.
Ah, yep. This is how you fight a poop monster. Just flush it.
Oh, there should be a metaphoric plunger.
I'm gonna assume these are hernias.
I don't like the look of them. I've seen movies with things that look like that. Take that!
Nope. This is one tough poop monster.
Right, Mr. Clog. I
Oh,
sincerely hope we never meet again.
great delivery. No notes.
Like as the game goes, Jessie just starts to get a little more comfortable and let herself out of her skin, and then you realize she's kind of a weird and quirky person. There's a great I don't think we'll get to it this time, but there's a great side mission where Audie wants you to take care of some plants, and she just kind of like starts off being really awkward, and then by the end is just full blown. You're like, oh, you're a crazy person. I think some enemies have respawned, but too bad, suckers.
By the end, she just gets like way too comfortable and starts making very inappropriate jokes.
They have to get the control version of HR.
Ooh. Oh, so her eyes did not work too well with the lighting engine, I see.
I don't know, I missed it.
Her eyes were like glowy. Unless that's something new.
I don't know. Guess we'll see, won't we?
Very well.
And my eyes open.
Yep,
We ain't out of the woods yet.
you keep doing that. Keep doing that thing. What are you guys up to? Still looking at stuff? Yeah.
You're all wearing
Union Jaw.
You're all wearing hasks and level 1 hazmat suits. Should I be walking in here?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. They would tell you if something was wrong. Like,
I
yeah,
don't-
mind control them.
Oh, nice.
Nope. Gonna get a more efficient launch instead.
I like the portal icon, the portal looking icons for some of the powers.
Mm-hmm. You know, fiddle around with character creation here, or adjustment here. You can deconstruct all the old mods to get a little money back that you can then buy new mods with.
Okay, so you're tearing these down to get like salvage off of it, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I tend to, whatever the lowest one I have equipped, I kind of just deconstruct everything before that.
Yeah.
And same thing with your gun mods. You pick up just a metric crap ton of these. I'd say just find a symbol you like that works well for you and just keep upgrading that. It's too much to really try and build a play style off of, but I'm sure some people do.
Mm-hmm. Also, this kind of seems like one of those games that if you level it up correctly, you could just break the game.
Oh yeah. But I mean, they put so much accessibility stuff in there that you can break the game just straight out if you wanted to.
Yeah. And that's generally, honestly, that's kind of, in recent years anyway, that's kind of been my play style. I just like being, if I'm playing like an adventure or an RPG or anything like that, I essentially like to just be a god before early on in the game and just like sort of just like smash my way through everything.
I can understand that.
I sadly
currently
don't have the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm currently playing the new Zelda, and doing all the side quests and things like that kind of makes you this overpowered god whenever you get to the main dungeons.
You talking about the brand new one on Switch?
Where Zelda gets to like copy and summon monsters.
I need to get that. I'm avoiding watching anyone play it.
I would say it's well worth the pickup. It is the most fun I've had in a Zelda in quite a while.
And you
I mean,
play Zelda.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But I mean, it is actually like really kind of fun and funny to play when an enemy steps out, says something dramatic, and then you just proceed to throw infinite crows at them. Oh, the little screamy boys.
And anyone that's ever worked in a warehouse or at a grocery store should be very, very familiar with those pallet jacks. We used to have races on my very first job at a grocery store.
I would never.
Oh, it was quite dangerous.
I strictly follow all OSHA guidelines.
Oh, me too. Just kidding.
Never horse around in the workplace, and if I have time to lead, I always have time to clean.
Sorry, I'm just certain management styles I really don't care for.
Yeah, I'm the shift manager at the Wetzel's Pretzels in the mall style management.
You're gonna listen to me. I'm assuming that he has a very acne-ridden face and poor dental hygiene as well as personal hygiene.
I think that's best case scenario. It's always bad whenever it's somebody who's just like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, this is my career that I'm making. The 31 flavors yogurt place at the mall is now my life.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my.
What do you suppose this room is for?
That looks like a really... I mean... At first glance, it looks like processing large amounts of cows at once.
Yeah, like if we were just upending a bucket of cows in here. I don't know, they're usually pretty good about having a purpose for their construction, but this is... I guess they're supposed to be generator turbines, and then maybe they're just really dumbly built. I mean, the house is sentient, so maybe it built them that way.
If it's not deadly looking, then it's not functional.
Yeah. It's like, you know, going down to service the generator should be like walking through a big shaper.
Blindfolded.
Yeah. Gotta get another battery.
Backtracking puzzles.
Come on.
Gimme.
Air dodge is nice, and they continue to add more movement tech as the game goes on. So thankfully, if you ever are backtracking, you're doing so faster and faster every time.
I like that, you know, she's supposed to be holding her hand up in order to, you know, continue to make this thing all floaty. But sometimes other animations take priority over that, so she'll actually put her hands down to climb.
Ooh,
That
another pull cord. You remember that canyon over there that doesn't have a bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens if we have?
Now it does. Oops.
Ooh.
Oh. Back in the motel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was the Ubisoft door.
Yeah.
Boy,
Just paw.
that CEO really stepped in it.
They continually do so. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Their stock has dropped so significantly, and he's blaming the gamers.
I too blame the gamers.
Yeah. Well, just publicly saying they just gonna have to get used to not owning the game.
Mm-hmm. So this is the second visit to the Ocean View Motel. And the puzzle is a little less obvious this time.
I like that. I'm getting to the point where like I'll do less hacky slashy games and more kind of have to think your way through a problem. And I'm a bit disgruntled about the quote unquote puzzle games that sort of hold your hand.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say this one you can figure it out pretty quick, but it's like these two doors are the ones that open.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first room, you can't interact with anything. And in the second room, you can interact with a couple of key items. And you're just shifting. You're not doing it. So, kind of working through, you can like, oh, okay, let me see if I can match, you know, one room to the other.
Oh, so it's these two rooms that you have to make identical?
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
And it doesn't tell you. You just kind of figure it
Yeah.
out. I've played
That's
it
real
before,
neat.
so
You would have to actually kind of walk in and notice that the objects in the room are identical, and you would have to. So I like that.
And so doing it correctly gets you the key to the Black Pyramid door, which is kind of the object of every visit to the Ocean View, is get the key to the pyramid. And now a lovely painting of ourselves.
Oh.
Kind of creepy.
Hey,
Alexander.
bridge. One of my favorite psychic types.
Bridge.
No, Alakazam.
Oh, okay.
I know very little about the Pokemans. I don't dislike it. I think I think I missed that ship.
I don't know a whole lot, and I still feel like, Yawning there, excuse me. I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon, but I still feel like I know too much somehow. Let's watch a little... Maybe we'll watch a little movie on the bridge.
Nice.
I clicked the wrong one first.
So much is expected from the director.
You think smoking makes you look cool, don't you?
Responsibility, the privilege
He's correct.
to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and
You hear that,
Remember
kids?
That's you beat me to it. I was gonna say, remember that, children.
to protect
Smoking makes you look. Ooh.
the board is there to advise you, but they want things in return.
I like this guy's voice, but all I can think of is Max Payne 1, where he's like, the sun went down with practice bravado, laid with
Everything before I
foreboding.
could see the Bureau
Oof.
is the director's life.
It's like it sounds like someone in middle school trying too hard.
Room for
Ah,
anything
such a
else.
great, weird
If the
game.
forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death.
We're glad we're not
Assuming
there.
you think we ever really left that behind.
No, thank you.
Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director.
I wish I knew how to superimpose
I
on
knew we were
myself.
Vulnerable.
Huh.
I'd
Well, all you have to
personally
do is
seen
die,
the cost of
buy a mystical
sloppiness.
gun.
I made sure the internal lockdown could
Eh,
only be lifted
sounds like a lot of
directorial
trouble.
override, only to be used when the director
Besides,
confident
I don't see a
section
TV
is
anywhere
safe
where
to
he's
be
at.
opened again.
He's got to be bored out of his mind.
This way, the director is the last line of defense.
I mean, he's got a cigarette.
and if
As
I
we learned from
screw
Solid
up,
Snake, what more do you need?
it's on me. And
Did you
me
sneak him in
alone.
his stomach?
Yeah. In my ghost stomach. It's cold here in the afterlife. Nano machine. Alright.
I like to think that one iteration of Solid Snake,
Okay,
he
we need to
prefers,
find a way to block
because
out
I think
processing.
Solid
That's where
the,
Marshall
or,
said
or
we'd find a
Solidus
prism.
preferred cigars, and then Solid Snake after that did cigarettes. Third iteration likes to, is kind of a hipster and likes to use the pipe. So he
And
has
then you
to,
also have-
he swallows that in a handful of loose leaf.
You also have Big Boss, who is a fan of the vape in Afghanistan.
Nice.
It's weird that one of the Solid Snakes became president.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
we could use the key card, or we can jump through the glass.
nice. Who needs doors?
Reminder, if the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
Man, that's so much SCP going on in here.
Oh, radio. What you playing for us? Radio? Radio? Oh. Alright, NPR's on.
Nice. Oh, hang on. And if you would like to try my sweaty balls.
Up next on NPR, we're gonna listen to Click and Clack. I'd rather go.
Don't drive like my brother. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, how dare you lock the door? This is all I'm saying. I'm the director, for God's sake.
I would just. Oh well, they got an AED. I really think there should be a mechanic to where you just get lacerated when you go diving through a glass window.
Have you seen The Nice Guys? Shane Black's movie with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe?
I have not.
There's a great part because it takes place in the 70s, 60s or 70s, I forget. But he's gonna punch, and he's breaking and entering into a building, and is gonna punch it, and then it's like, it's showing, like, hey, this is old glass, so it's not the tempered that's made to shatter safely
Yeah.
and stuff. He just punches through it and slices his hand to pieces, and it's just him going to the hospital. Oh. What's going on up here? I like this weird QR code in the middle of the room.
Oh yeah, and okay, yeah, he temporarily allies with you.
Yeah, I'm Shere Khan. No, Shang Tsung.
Or to keep it topical, who was it? No, his was from Robin Hood, but it was the same character that was in Jungle Book. Cop.
Yeah. Look at the sheer amount of destruction going on.
Yeah.
Your soul is mine.
And what's the cooldown? I was looking for a meter.
So there's no cooldown on it. It's just if you try and take a second person, it's gonna release the first person. So it just takes that meter at the top.
And do they sort of have to be whittled down before you can... Oh my.
Yeah, they have to be pretty low on health for you to be able to take control of them. Also, eating rockets in the face is generally a bad idea.
Usually.
I think that's everybody. I'm gonna drop the base. Oh boy, our good buddy Aresh is here.
All right.
We last saw him in the power plant. He was the guy that kind of looked like a default brand or store-bought brand Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, is that the guy that, for some reason, depending on the camera angle, his height kept changing?
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know. Mostly, I remember him being kind of like his head looked a little more detailed than his body. Gotta do a little exploration here, make sure we're not missing any input. And I guess items.
Gotta get the Chiefs.
Cool.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet.
This one.
Pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino.
Amazing. Okay.
Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Dr. Darling, you're the best. I like that I have to pull the gun out to look at things. She's like, "Oh, give me your wallet, form."
That would be an unfortunate affliction to have if you had to do that to read something. You'd be a nuisance in a public library.
Yeah. More bits and bobbles.
Glad to see you're still you.
Me too am glad you'll see me.
You're fine.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that Whatever the fuck that was.
Language.
But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside, mate?
My mouth
Little
doesn't
town.
entirely come together with the
Truth
when I
is
speak.
harsh, but these people
I
seem
certainly know
familiar
those
with
people.
death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prison to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster,
I like that his
and
tie
imminent destruction.
still wears it underneath the HRE.
FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Black
Gotta
Rock
keep it
Processing.
formal.
I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news
Whoa.
is it's right down the hall.
I just noticed he got
It's
some
West
wicked
Boston
eyebrows.
decided to move in, so
He does. They keep going for days.
Monster.
that's what the Rangers said.
Although I think
Or
they're
survive,
they're
anyway.
the shadow
But
on
we
the
are
side
just
of his
treading
face is
water
making
here,
him look
and
like
the
they
hiss-
hook around.
Keep going. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the
I mean,
lockdown.
it's almost going into his hairline.
Well, no one's seen him since.
Oh.
But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me.
It's
They
me at
don't
work.
know me. They don't know how I failed.
You know, I just thought
You've done
while
a good job here,
you know, he
Rich,
makes a statement
but
and waiting for a
you should take your
response.
people
Meanwhile,
with
she's
the
internal
basics.
monologuing for 5 minutes,
You
staring
can regret
blankly at him.
I'll go deal
That's
with
got to be
this.
uncomfortable.
I'm getting kind of used to it.
She's very socially
think-
awkward, and I love
Be
it.
sure to put
There's
a
people
bullet
who are
in the
socially
thing.
awkward lead protagonists. So we were just told that there's some kind of monster ahead.
Oh boy.
Sure, we'll not ever figure that out. And then a bit about having a little fallout in the ranks here
Oh.
before everything went crazy. How you guys doing? You having fun?
Now, is he writhing in pain or is he just taking a nap?
Ranger
Who could
Squad
say?
Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your
We are moving
expedition?
out, and I am not.
Kevin Horowitz.
Now do what you need to do.
Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold.
All right, now I want you to read this like you're completely disinterested.
Secondary objective was not
Yeah.
success.
I like it because they're just bored.
You're fine.
No, nothing.
Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid? Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring.
Oh yeah, well I also went off thesaurus.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No,
Hey, remember the deal.
because it didn't happen.
Feel a hiss, I buy
Nothing
a
happened.
On the cell phone.
As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys.
Hey, fuck
Get
you
out of here.
guys.
Anything else I'm missing? Just touch Aresh's butt before I leave, just for good luck.
I'm just his character model's baffling. He looks tall and short at the same time.
Schrodinger's height.
He's a fourth dimensional being.
Can't put him in your box, man. Just walk right over that corpse. Sorry, buddy.
I mean, not much you can do.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Apparently, Gray Fox is up ahead.
Nice.
I figure we keep the Metal Gear Solid reference going.
He's been waiting for this fight.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
I guess.
I mean, I don't see why. I mean, you got to see him everywhere in 3rd grade to make little rainbows.
Well, no danger here. This all seems perfectly fine. Yeah,
feel
not a trap.
I feel somehow safe. Is that a battery? Or what's left of one?
Oh, these things suck because they're invisible.
Oh, yay.
And not the cool video game invisibility where they still have an outline.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see some mist where they're at, but it doesn't
Yeah.
pinpoint their exact location. Oh, there we go. Got some eyes. And if they get close to you, they can insta-kill you if they catch you in that.
That's, you got like bat wings and everything going on?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nope.
Nope, not quite.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
Those are the hiss distorted. Like the highlighted weak points are just general everywhere.
Does she have a stamina meter?
No, can run forever.
That's broken. This game's bullshit.
Where under the right conditions, when the
Oh.
frequencies match,
TV's on.
other dimensions leak in. We call these areas
Can we watch Potter Puppet
thresholds.
Pals again?
The quarry is one of the
There
most
are
stable
more
thresholds
episodes
in the
coming.
maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock
It
comes
has the
from a
unique
threshold.
property of blocking out a
Quarry.
lot of frequencies. A
So
good thing.
the
Is she
prisms
talking to
must
us?
be there too.
Contained.
Yeah,
Think of it as paranatural.
she's
weather.
talking to Polaris.
Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need to go to the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black
This
Rock
is so good.
665. Neighbor of the Beast.
Oh, darling, you nerd.
We can get that again.
Oh.
Aww.
He was so proud of that one too.
Darling's key.
He's the best.
This should
Heck
get us
yeah,
into the quarry.
clearance level 5. You just explode that desk for no reason.
I mean, if I had paper scattering powers, I would abuse them. Lay waste to the school supplies section in every store.
Like a little sandblaster there.
I can't think of how often I'd ever actually use it, but sandblaster, I just want one.
You know, it is fun. I have not used one in a long time, but
Everything here
both
is
the stand-up one with the hose and the little one inside the dock.
Feels
Yeah, I'm more specifically talking about the one inside the
like
dock
how
because
the world should be.
I like to watch these. I like to sometimes to kind of help me sleep. I like watching restoration videos,
I never want to leave.
and it's always like, you know, they'll use the little sandblaster and just get all like the rust and stuff off of it. But my problem is, I would buy it and then to justify it, I would go on the hunt for rusted objects just to sandblast.
Yeah.
Oh, you took him over pretty easy.
Yeah. He's a champion. Oh, no. No,
He's
gone.
loaded. What sounded like you threw a shuriken?
So sometimes she'll grab stuff and default to things on like 2 floors down. And so you just pick it up and throw it out of habit. And so this box 2 floors down and you just basically bounces and throws itself against the wall. Num num. Ah, and we find ourselves back at maintenance. So we have made the big loop and unlocked this door.
So that carefully set up equipment, you just casually walk in and just knock it over.
Mm-hmm.
And it still functions, so why bother setting it up?
I don't know. I like it though. Somebody comes along behind me and sets it all up.
He sees you coming and his Noah's Day's about to get longer.
Just some poor maid. Gaff. Oh, I see it cuts there.
I see wub wub.
And so now, this is like a higher up floor of the power plant.
Mm.
And you can actually go for it.
I was just saying, I noticed it said you claim it. So you're having to take it back, I guess. Is that what it's doing?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, the Hiss have these areas, so you're stabilizing and reclaiming these. Oh, snipers.
Good thing you can see where they're aiming. They're very bad at their jobs.
Now, as we wander over here, you can see, if I look up here, the NSC, which is the name of the giant generator with some unknown occupant inside.
Mm.
They talk about it escaping at one point and having to rebuild the generator. But it is called the Northmore sarcophagus container. If you remember, the director before Trench was director Northmore, and they talk about something happening to him and he had to be taken down. So he clearly became some kind of supernatural creature, and now powers the entire facility.
Oh, nice. So he's like a Mr. House?
Don't know. Yeah, what do we have here? Ammo refund.
Nice.
But you don't use ammo, so theoretically what that does is just keeps your gun from overheating.
Mm.
I think every time you kill something, you get a little bit more juice back. Well, it could go that way. Or we could jump these fans.
Nice.
Secret document.
Supplementary materials. Fan death. Oh, that sounds fun.
Do you know about fan death? So this is a real thing. I believe Korea and Japan, although I'm not entirely sure on that.
Mm-hmm.
But people that leave fans on at night,
yeah,
theoretically it's causing death. I don't think it actually is, but people are claiming that the fans disturb the air and like you suffocate during the night.
Boy, I'm playing Russian roulette every night then.
Yeah.
I like to live dangerously.
I too like to live dangerously.
Hey baby, I hear you like bad boys. I sleep with the fan on.
Yeah. More stuff.
Shelter, no bathrooms.
It's all recycled. It's like a steel suit.
Max occupancy was 6 people and there were only 3 beds.
Oh no, the other 3 fold down from the wall.
Oh,
they're actually folded up.
Elevator's broken.
Oh no.
Gotta
Whatever
get down
will
the
we do?
old-fashioned way.
We can double jump.
Stairs. Old fashioned.
Good old fashioned baits. Oh, hello. Shooting down is hard.
Tis.
I like the deformation when you step on these. It shows it.
When you're walking on the ducks?
Yeah, so if you land a little hard on them, they'll deform in just the perfect way that you think they actually would.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it looks like it didn't do it this time. Alright, Jeffrey, calm down. Your one-man show really isn't working.
He's just practicing to become a singer of an emo band. Ooh, getting a close look at him does not make him more appealing.
No, they're a little gross. And man, do they scream a whole lot. Yeah, Jeffrey, I know. Jeffrey.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just yelling at Jeffrey.
Oh.
He's still up there screaming.
I've got to update my references. I was just about to make a Rodney Dangerfield joke.
Well, see you, Jeffrey. Oh, nope, he's still running around. Oh, nope, it's another one.
Ooh. And that's Jeffrey that spelt the weird way.
It's Jeffrey with a G.
No, it's not Joffrey.
There it is. There's the difference.
Oh, yeah, it looks nice. Oh, who invited him?
He needs to put that kid to bed.
Oh, nice.
Somebody's nap time.
Who invited Yoko to karaoke?
No.
Timely reference, right?
Yeah, one that we made last episode.
Oh. I also have the memory of a goldfish.
Concrete. Back of the head.
Primitive, but effective.
Just slanging some rebar at someone would do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we are starting to get close down to the end here. Had a blast this time. So if you've enjoyed what we've been doing here, feel free to like and subscribe. We would appreciate it. It helps us out a whole lot. And on the next...
And comment anything you might want us to take a look at in the future.
Yeah. And coming up next, we will finally make it to the Black Rock Quarry.